You engaged a school
I'm not
SIP
sure we necessarily, because the inspector...
who was an Ofsted inspector. So could you tell
she
me
was there already.
why
Okay,
you
and
chose
I
an
don't
Ofsted
think
inspector as a school SIP,
we
and then how
did we?
you
No, she
used
wasn't
them?
actually there already. Did we deliberately choose her because she was an Ofsted inspector? Probably not, actually. Did we deliberately choose her because we'd heard that although she is... brutal is the wrong word, but she is quite clear about what needs to improve, and she doesn't hold back. You know, she is very, very good in that respect, in that actually, well, you need to do this, this, this and this. You need to consider it. So she came in, and we walked around the place, and she observed lessons. That was the most important thing. She went to observe lessons, she looked at middle leaders and so on. And she was quite clear about the improvements we need to make, and we needed to make quite a few improvements. They were mainly, ironically, having just talked about the assessment system, to our assessment system, but it was about actually so that when a teacher walks into a class, they know exactly what they need to do with every student. It was that individual level of assessment that we needed to put in, so that not just the teachers but the TAs were clear what they needed to do as well. So we've totally rewritten our assessment system as a consequence of what our SIP told us to do. Was it because she was an Ofsted inspector? Not necessarily. Did it mean that we got... I mean, it certainly helped us get the outstanding judgment. I'd say that was true, in that progress was absolutely evident. So if somebody walked into a classroom and teacher or a TA or even the child, if they were able to, could actually point to how much they'd learnt during the course of the last term, the last year and so on, it was quite easily to see.